Welcome back to Studio 701.
Dustin Bitch joins us now from Capital Credit Union. He's going to talk to us about something very important to us all. Thanks for being here, Dustin.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is great, guys. I've never done something like this, so this is the first time for everything, right?
Oh, we're so glad to have you.
Yep.
We have fun here at Studio 701.
Well, that's perfect.
But we're also talking about important things, and you know, I have kids, you have kids, and that's how to teach kids how to save money.
Yep.
Possibly how to teach myself too. I'm taking note on all these tips. So many, students are back in school right now, but that subject of money and financial education is so important. So you actually reach a lot of young people by letting them know some tips. First of all, just tell us, how do you go about and go to visit schools and talk to kids?
Well, it was kind of by accident, really. It was kind of a nice thing because really I got a chance to meet a lot of teachers, talk to them about what I do, and I started going into the classrooms, and all of a sudden it kind of took off, and all of a sudden I hit 1,000 kids last year in the school system. So
wow.
Yeah, so it was very good. And the nice thing about it too is you teach them about budgeting and stuff. One of the things that I hear a lot about is that families don't talk about money in the house. It's just kind of one of those things where they're uncomfortable about it, and some of us don't even know a lot about it. So getting into the classroom is great for me. They learn a lot. Yeah, it was me.
Classroom.
With Pee-wee.
Yeah.
With Pee-wee Penguin.
What a great service for the community.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's been very well received. Get a chance to go in front of the school board at the end of the month, so that I'm really looking forward to, so that'll be fun. But yeah, that's one thing with Capital Credit. We've really, financial education is important to us, and it's really a passion of mine. I have 5 kids. And all stages of kind of their middle school all the way up to high school and college, so it's nice to be able to help them out too. Sure.
Yeah.
Now you've come up with 7 tips to teach kids to save. Can we go through them?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. The first one is, do you remember your first jobs?
Yes.
Remember earning some, hard work. Hard work.
Right.
Money doesn't grow on trees. So that's the one thing. First tip is basically start with an allowance. But a lot of parents kind of struggle with that because they just say, I'm going to give you $10 a week. Are we following up to see if they're actually doing the job? So I think doing like more of an incentive-based allowance is probably a better thing, just because it's something that, hey, if you do this chore, you're going to get $1. If you do this, and then I've seen them put up on bulletin boards and stuff like that in envelopes. So you get it, you pull it off the thing after you take the garbage out, let's say. Let them earn their own money. I think it teaches responsibility. I remember my first job. First job was a paper boy.
Oh,
and back when so you think about that.
Yeah.
Winters in Bismarck was not fun. I have to thank my dad a lot for that one. But delivering papers as a 12-year-old was not an easy task, but I earned my own money and I learned a lot of responsibility.
Sure.
So, wants versus needs is another one.
That's the one I struggle with.
It's kind of funny.
Most people do.
I was thinking I get to go golfing this afternoon, luckily, and I'm thinking I've been wanting this new golf driver all summer, but do I really need it?
Yeah.
So if we're struggling with that, how are our kids struggling with that?
Right.
So if you think about that, wants versus needs is very important too. Provide a place to save. That's another thing. You need to have a place for kids to actually save their money and see it. What I've always learned to is use like a clear container, especially for like elementary students, because really you got to see that they're making some progress. Because if they can see it visually, they can, basically they're seeing what they're doing. When they get older, starting with savings or a checking account, they can do it.
Dustin, if I could piggyback on that, even as an adult, right? You save, it's not easy, but once you start to save and you see the money in your bank account, you're like, wow, okay,
exactly.
I'm going to keep on saving. So anyway, I just had to throw that in there.
Well, the other thing you have to teach them too is you really have to teach them about having a goal. Because if I tell my 8-year-old that I want you to save some money, you got some money from grandma, let's put some away. What am I saving for? They don't understand that yet. So you really have to say, well, if I'm saving for that new Nintendo Switch, that new Xbox game, I mean, you really have to have something to say what they're going for.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
good tips.
Some other incentives, you can offer too is, as a parent, I've seen where, let's say that child gets some money for doing some work or getting allowance or whatever, and they want to put some money into a savings account, match it. As a parent, if you're going to put $10 in, I'll put $10 in. So it's a great way to really encourage some savings.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, phenomenal tips.
Yeah, absolutely. And saving up for that golf driver, hopefully.
Well, yeah.
So
wait for
the question
clearance
is,
at the end
are
of the
you
year.
going to get the golf driver?
Well, we'll wait till the end of the year. We'll see if my wife lets me or not. So.
Okay, well,
fantastic.
Thank you so much, Dustin.
Yes,
some great tips for us all to look at. This has been Ways to Save, Ways to Spend, and for more tips on how to teach kids to save, check out capcu.org.
Coming up next, we'll show where